Hello coloring friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I come up with coloring combinations from palettes that I have picked out. This one is from the Sarah Renae Clark Color Cube and it is palette number 286, and I chose it for this double page spread from Hannah Carlson that I will be working on for a color along. And I just wanted to show the process here. So basically what I do is find the colors that best match the colors on the palette there, and those are my core colors. And then I will look through my book of color combinations that I have from all of my previous pages and just go from there. So what I'm looking for are color combinations that have those core colors in them, and maybe other combinations that I think would go with the overall color palette. And that way it keeps the look of the page cohesive. Now, another resource to go to for wonderful color combinations is Karen over at My Colorful Country Life. Now, she has done sets of color combinations for all different brands of pencils, and I currently use the one that she created for the Prismacolor pencils. I will use that one along with some of my own combinations that I have made over the years. Now, the little book that I'm using right now is just a collection of my own combinations that I had scribbled on scratch pieces of paper, and I decided to put them in a homemade no-sew junk journal. That way I can just keep adding to it. So it is a bit messy, but I wanted a way to keep all of my scratch pieces of paper with my made-up color palettes on it without having to go through and rewrite every single one. So for me, the key is to have a collection of color combinations that you can continually add to, and that way when you go to color a page and you've picked out the color palette that you want to use, you can select those combinations relatively easy without having to create all of the color combinations that you want to use for that page. I mean, it just makes more sense than trying to recreate the wheel every time you want to color a page, and will keep your coloring experience that much more enjoyable. Also, by keeping this group of coordinating color combinations, not only does it keep your page more cohesive, but it also keeps the whole process from being too completely overwhelming. That way you have a smaller group of combinations to choose from. At least it creates a good starting point when starting to color your page. Now, obviously there are times when you will need to look for additional color combinations, because as you are in the process of coloring your page, maybe you don't have the right combinations for a specific element on the page. So you can go back obviously and add to your group of color combinations, but at least, you know, like I said, this provides a good starting point. So I know this has been a real quick video, but I just wanted to pop on and kind of give you a behind the scenes look at what I do to prep for a coloring page. Now, I don't do this with every single page, but most pages I do, especially the Hannah Carlson pages, or, you know, big double page spreads where there's a lot going on and I really want to keep those colors nice and cohesive. So I hope this video has helped you in maybe some small way, provide some insight on how I choose my color combinations that I'm going to use for a page, and help to make your next coloring project a little bit easier. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video.